Before or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes, right. And just one final question: should Japan finally apologise to China for the Nanjing massacre?
Funny.
It's not funny. It's a serious question.
I know.
No, don't worry. But do you think you should?
I'm going to remain apolitical because I work for the civil service, so I can't give political answers.
That's a fair answer. Go on. And that's what was your name again? Sorry.
Yeah,
Adam. You're a cool anime con. Nice one, that mate.
A Dragon Ball fan, I think that like the way they're doing their fan service is correct. Do you know what I mean? In a lot of ways, I just think there was just a little bit of an issue. But Attack on Titan, I think, is doing well. Again, it's not as many episodes, and it was a long wait, but I'm enjoying that. And yeah, to be fair, those are the ones that I'm just kind of making sure that I'm up to date on, to be fair, at the moment.
Fair Shelfie, you're not the only one with that as well. Now, finally, I had one wildcard question.
Yeah.
But because you mentioned Attack on Titan, I'm going to throw another one in.
Go on.
First one is, do you think body pillows are affecting the perception of people who enjoy anime and manga in a positive or negative light? I'm not saying actually, but rather the perception that people have of it.
I mean, for me, I've liked manga and anime, specifically anime for the longest, you know what I mean? So since like 1996. So for me, I think there's a bit of a cultural thing associated with people who like anime and manga.
Exactly, yeah.
But all of my friends, like, some of them are big time DJs, some of them are academics, you know what I mean, doctorates.
And they still enjoy it.
And they still enjoy it, you know what I mean? So when I think about someone who enjoys it, I think about this like a cross-section of people. And I think that the body pillow thing does affect it in a negative way. But there's people.
It doesn't represent everyone.
It doesn't.
Exactly.
It doesn't. And there's people who make comics for my company who are into the body pillow thing, and I'll take the piss. I will take the piss because I'll be like, there's better things than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's one of them, personally, you just have a laugh about it, man. Just
Yeah.
go, oh, well.
No, exactly. But it's also not that serious.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely not. But people, from what I found on the internet.
Sorry, but I had to de-suit because it was getting really hot and.
Sorry, it's cool, I'll be over it. I understand you must have been sweating.
110 degrees. I can still do the interview, but like later.
Have a little cool down.
Well,
Ness Kennedy can't beat them, kid. I'm just ashamed he isn't in Marvel vs. Capcom, the new one. Like.
Oh, Infinite?
Yeah, it's going to be Chris instead.
Yeah, Chris, those big beef head punching.
Yeah, combination punch. I was beating him with combination punch before. It's Chris.
And with everyone, we've asked them a wild card. I was going to ask you one, but rather than get like a blank reply, what's your opinion on the conspiracy theory that George Bush basically set up the Iraq war with false flag attacks?
Okay, I wouldn't call it a conspiracy theory because George Bush and George Bush Sr. have been selling ammo and weapons to the Iraqis. The Taliban, the Iraqis, and Saddam Hussein was their mate for years. And then once he was like, no, years later, they were like, oh no, he's an enemy now. So I wouldn't call it conspiracy theory, I'd call it knowledge.
Was not expecting that answer.
Believe that.
Yeah.
Of course, fellas, of course.
Thank you so much.
As soon as you said conspiracy theories, I got a little smirk because I knew that something was coming then.
You know that.
That's that. It's not a conspiracy anymore. People are waking up.
Take your bog pills. Take your bog pills.
You're eating in your first. 2017.
Yeah, this should call it the American dream. Because you've got to be asleep to believe it.
He dropped his bag as well, kid, like he dropped the mic.
You know this.
Hell yes.
Nice over that.
I joined last year. My first game in console. I must be open.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night, I can feel my leg and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm gonna make him give back our past.
join some faction. I wouldn't say it was faction, I'd say it was more of a cult.
Oh!
But they were saying it was faction for some reason.
Faction?
Yeah. And like, they had all the faction name, or cult, on somebody's PSP. Yeah.
PlayStation Portable?
Yeah, there's like a list of people, and all people recording stuff like.
Right. So, obviously, when we talk about a handheld gaming system being used as a list, a database full of all the people going to the con, I mean, we're already against privacy laws on that point, but what was the list for?
I think it was just like a list for like, to help people.
Like, obviously I understand, but did he have any motive with the list? Did he have any reason for it?
Well, they said it was to join their faction. And basically they did the lights, so they started playing some Devil May Cry 3 music from PlayStation Portable.
Well, before you continue on that, what was the faction called? Wow. This is some hard-hitting stuff, people. Right, so, as you were saying, they were playing Devil May Cry 3 music off of PSP. Great album. Loved the album. As you said, Devil May Cry 3 music was playing. What happened then?
A lot of the younger people left the room. And actually the guy with the audience's eyes could change colour and fit themselves to day and night.
Wow. So like pre-Google Glass technology.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And then we actually got this pillow. I thought it was an old pillow from the hotel.
Right.
It's nice hotel.
Right.
But then I realised they had an anime character on the pillow, and at first I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, I like anime, we all like anime.
Of course.
Just a bunch of guys watching anime. But then the pillow had the flashlight inside.
So, one second, before we continue, obviously there'll be some people at home watching thinking, what's a flashlight? And just to give you a brief explanation, a company back in 2005 come up with the idea that there's not enough male sex toys on the market. And so what they created is, the goal was, it was meant to be compact, so it could be used very quickly without anyone knowing what was going on. So they hollowed out a flashlight and put in a silicone representation, silicone based. Some of the prototypes use different materials, but the flashlight we know and love today is silicone based. It's a model, you can actually get many different models, but the main sort of vanilla model is a silicone replica of a vagina stuffed inside a tube of a flashlight. And you know, we're here 8 years later, it's took over the market. There's been many iterations of it, but yet, so they got this flashlight and put it inside the body pillow. He said, oh, you're okay. I understand, I get it myself. So they put it inside the body pillow. What then proceeded to happen?
He said that to last a minimum of 45 seconds with the flashlight.
45, wow!
With screen vision of flashlight to increase the sensitivity.
And so what proceeded to happen then?
Well, I started trying to fight them.
Oh, so you tried that?
I ran to the mini fridge and got all the condoms, like the little bottles of protection.
Of course.
And then sprinted out the room.
Right, you sprinted, and when you were sprinting, and it seems.
But I was in my cosplay outfit, so it was harder to escape.
Of course.
Big sheet.
Yeah, just to interrupt, it seems we've suddenly got another guest on the show today. I wasn't expecting this, so obviously we'll have to ask him a few questions I've got here. I'd like to welcome my good friend Slavoj Newport. Slavoj, of course.
Who is this? Is this Occupy Wall Street? Yes, I know very well. I was there and done many talk. Yes, many talk.
So
yes, my friend.
Slavoj, I'd like to introduce you to my informant, Deep Throat 2019874.
What is this?
Alright, Slavoj, I know you're a smart guy, so I could use your help with this. Basically what it is, we've got this guy went to a what we call an anime convention.
Yes, I know very well. My friends and such tell me, my friends who are in, higher, upper middle class, and these systems as such, they tell me these things. No, when I am in, I do my talks in Oxford, when I do my talks on Hegel, phenomenology of spirit, I interrupt, sorry, I interrupt, sorry.
That's quite alright, Slavoj, that's fine. So he went to this convention.
Yes.
And what happened is he was denied his chance to sing one of his favourite songs on stage, and then all of a sudden 2 guys come up to him and go, come upstairs, we want you to watch this anime. So as far I apologise. And we obviously you think, oh yeah, these guys just want to watch some anime, it's fine. But what then happened, I think you'll be able to give us a good bit of insight on this, is they pulled out are you aware of what a body pillow is, Slavoj?
Yes, I am very aware, as my friends tell me and such, / Eastern European, and I come here and I analyse class conflict, and he say, well, there is no class conflict here, because there is no class C, only caste. And then I say, my friend, is this not complete contradiction, my C? I see. So that's, I know exactly what you're talking about. As I talk about in my book, phenomenology of the end times, which
Summer sets us free. You fired me once again. Now let me explain. Which things have caused procedures to have.
PJ, the little demon, down in the corner, the left-hand corner of the program, sweeping up the ashes with little horns. And how can you forget this? After the sacrifice, members of the cult would are burning with the effigy of a human, or it could be real, ladies and gentlemen.
From one point to another, and then somewhat in ways Hegel's phenomenology of spirit, we talk the dialectics and such, the Karl Marx and such. Yes.
Newport, Slavoj Newport, thank you once again for that brilliant analysis of the situation. I'm sure my our friend, Mr. Deep Throat would have appreciated it if he's still here. I understand he had to go, he had places to be, he's a very high level informant.
Yes, I must also now leave back to Slovenia, where I await my 4-course meal.
Okay.
I get fundamental capitalist taxi, Uber. I now go. See you. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye, Mr. Newport. And so, I think that brings to an end our hard-hitting report on AnimeCon and GamingCon 2017. This has been Maron.
and I've got to go fix my life up.
All I can say is you must subscribe. We are now in the midst of an info war, people, and it's only getting harder and meaner when it hits the streets. You better believe, people, this is like crack, and we are going to come through the veins like a preacher when he tells you the words of Jesus, my son, and this is how it's going to be. For all you out there, prisonplanet.tv, infowars.com, Paul Joseph Watson, Marlon McBee, XX. We are fighting the fight on the streets, through the computer, through the info war, to your brain. Thank you, good night, God bless.